Your brother went out, he knocked it out the park, he's in first place, and I think that there has to be a sense of a comfort level just because there's support ×4 for him. Were you surprised at how he did?
Honestly, no. I think he's been a ham since we've known him since he was a little kid, and he loves to be on TV, and, I mean, he saw us, his eyes lit up. He knew that he was coming. He didn't know that all of us were going to be here, so he came out swinging, and he killed it.
So you see your brother do this. Is he going to talk you into it, perhaps, for next season?
They keep saying that, actually. It's funny. I don't know if I can do it, what he's doing right now. I mean, that's a lot of people. But, first things first, I want to see how he does, and I'm here to support him. It's all about him, right now.
You see what happens in the audience, and you get kind of carried away. And it's not only that you're rooting for Aaron, but you're rooting for everybody, aren't you? And that's what makes people kind of feel comfortable here. Would you do this? And explain what it was like to see Aaron take the dance floor for the first time since you knew him, since he was like this.
Wow. Goodness gracious. I mean, tonight is really cool because you can't eliminate anybody. So everybody gets to come out and show what they have. So some people have strengths in certain areas, some have them in other areas. So for him to stand out here, I mean, dancing is a vulnerable thing, and you feel very vulnerable when you're out there by yourself. And I think he did great. I think Donnie did great. I even think Chuck Liddell did great tonight. So, every different aspect, everybody's different. So, but everybody did great.
And when you realize it's not a competition against each other, but a competition amongst yourself, did you find yourself in your seat because of your musical background constantly doing this with your foot?
Oh, I was twitching and doing moves myself with Aaron. I was adding his new choreography for the next show. I was sweating more than him, I think, actually.
So now that I've gotten you each to give me something about Aaron, is there something about the Backstreet Boys we need to know right now? Are you going to be performing here locally soon? Is there an album in the next month?
An album right now, October 6th. It's called This Is Us, and we're gearing up, practicing for a brand new world tour that we got dates booked all over Europe, in Asia, all over the world right now. And we get started in late October in Lisbon is our first gig, and I think it's on the 31st, I believe it is. 30th in Lisbon, actually. So we're just doing the whole cycle thing. We release albums, and then we go on the road, and we're here, we're enjoying being at home, but
I'm sorry, what I'm hearing is that you're abandoning your brother for the final.
No, that's not true. That's not true at all. I wanted to be here, to support him in the beginning, but I told him, Aaron, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish.
You're right.
I said, because this is a very long race, and I want to be there at the very end.
Will they let you perform, or is the Carter Connection disqualifying you to be on the show this season? I mean, to perform as a group.
No, I mean, we would love to come back and perform. We're headed to Singapore tomorrow night. We're doing a Formula One event over in Singapore, and then we're doing some promotion in Japan, and then we come back for the launch in New York, the 6th of October. So maybe somewhere in the middle of October, if we could, can a visit, I think that would be fabulous. We'd come back anytime.
It'd be awesome.
I think people forget when you're in show business that there's an international thing going on, and the first time I really got that in my head, I was in London on vacation, went to see a movie. It was the premiere of a movie with Tom Hanks, and he was there, and I thought, God, I thought that was over for you 8 months ago. It never ends when you go all the way around the world, does it?
We're so fortunate to have fans all around the world for us to be able to keep doing this and travel the entire globe. It's awesome.
Okay, last question for you. With this new album, what can we expect that we haven't seen out of you before, your music?
Well, actually, this album, we worked with a bunch of great producers. We had a wish list, everybody from T-Pain to Red One to Ryan Tedder from One Republic to Max Martin, who wrote most of our greatest hits from the past. And we put together a really collective album that's about 3/4, a little bit of a dance Euro kind of R&B pop vibe. And I think it's going to be surprising people. We're getting back to what people know of us, and that is good pop melodies and just good feel-good songs.